Hey everyone, it's your buddy James here from 9 to 5 Software, and today, well, I've got something a little special for you. So, we've all been there, right? A friend's birthday is coming up, or maybe a family member's, and you want to do something really unique, something memorable. And what better way to do that than by creating an awesome birthday video? Now, you might be thinking, James, I'm not a pro at this stuff. Where do I even start? Don't worry, I've got you covered. I've been playing around with a bunch of video editors lately, and I found the perfect one that's user-friendly and will give your birthday videos that wow factor. It's honestly been a game changer for me, and I think you're going to love it too. We'll go through the nitty-gritty details, all the cool features, and I'll even show you some little tricks to make your editing process a breeze. And guess what? If you feel like trying any of these out, you don't have to go on a wild internet hunt. I've put all the links to the products right down there in the description for y'all. So stick around as we dive into this. And by the end of this video, you'll be whipping up birthday videos that aren't just fun to make, but are also going to be the talk of the day. Ready to get started? Let's jump right in. All right. So Adobe Premiere Pro for crafting like the perfect birthday video. Honestly, it is like top notch. You've got this, immense control over every aspect of your video, which is, super important when you're trying to really make those birthday moments pop. For starters, the user interface might be a bit intimidating. I mean, it's pretty pro level, but once you get the hang of it, oh man, it's like you've unlocked this magic box of editing tools. The timeline editing is super fluid, making it easy to, slice and dice your footage, add transitions, and line up those birthday messages just right. And the best part is probably the sheer amount of effects and presets you can leverage. Like, you want to throw in some confetti effects or make that happy birthday text really sparkle. Yeah, Premiere Pro has got you covered big time. Not to mention there's a ton of tutorials out there if you get stuck or you want to learn some new tricks. Now, color correction, that's a huge deal, especially if you're trying to get that professional look, right? Premiere Pro offers these advanced color grading tools that can really make your birthday scenes, feel warm and inviting, or just add that pop of color where it's needed. You can even match shots taken from different cameras or lighting conditions, which, let's be real, happens a lot when you're filming a birthday party. One downside could be the performance requirements. It's a beast and it needs a pretty solid machine to run smoothly. So if your computer is not up to spec, you might experience some hiccups or slow rendering times. Plus, there's the subscription model, which isn't everyone's favorite. But if you're looking for professional quality, man, I'd say it's worth it. This is a tool that grows with you, As you get better editing, Premiere Pro's just got more to offer. So all in all, for a birthday video that really stands out, Premiere Pro is like a solid choice. Okay, let's dive right into Luminar Neo, which, well, I find it pretty interesting, especially if you're looking to make like a birthday video that really stands out. So one of the first things you'll notice about Neo is it's incredibly user-friendly. Seriously, you don't have to be some pro editor to get the hang of it. And that's great, because who wants to wrestle with complicated software when you're just trying to celebrate someone's special day, right? Now, Luminar's strong suit is definitely his AI tools. And they've got some pretty neat ones that can, really speed up your editing process. For instance, there's this AI enhanced tool, which is like, it basically lets you just click to adjust things like brightness and contrast, which is super helpful when you're dealing with those tricky lighting scenarios that you sometimes get in like birthday party photos or videos. And it's also got these cool portrait tools, which are pretty awesome for, tweaking someone's appearance without it looking all unnatural, because you want the birthday person to look their best, but you don't want them to look like they've been airbrushed to oblivion. And I think Neo strikes a decent balance there. Plus, the skin enhancer thingy is like magic for smoothing out any imperfections without getting rid of like important face features. Now, it's not all sunshine and rainbows, right? There are some downsides, like if you're really into heavy video editing, Luminar Neo might feel a bit limited. It's more photocentric. So while it's definitely capable of making a killer birthday video with cool effects and adjustments, if you're going for that super complex, multi-layered video style, you might find Neo a bit restraining. But for a straightforward, good-looking birthday video, it's a solid choice. And I'd say it's certainly worth considering if you're not planning to dive into the deep end of video production. Okay, let's dive right into talking about Filmora X, which is honestly one of my top picks for making birthday videos. Now, the first thing that you'll notice when you open Filmora X is just how user-friendly it is. It's got this really intuitive drag and drop interface, which makes it super easy for beginners. You're not going to feel overwhelmed. And I think that's key when you're trying to put together something personal and fun like a birthday video, right? Now, when you're making that special birthday video, like you really want it to stand out. So what's great about Filmora X is the sheer number of, built-in effects and transitions. There are things like filters, overlays, and even some pretty cool text options. And the best part, you don't need to be a pro editor or anything. Just pick what you like, drag it on your clip, and bam, you've got yourself something that looks like you've put a lot of effort into it. And let's talk about the music, because we all know that a good birthday video needs a catchy tune, right? So Filmora X, it comes with a library of royalty-free music tracks and sound effects. That's a big plus. You can kind of scroll through, find the one that really brings out the, the party mood or something a bit more emotional if that's the vibe you're going for, and lay it under your video. It syncs up pretty easily without too much fuss. Lastly, I want to touch on performance, because it's all well and good having these features, but if the software is laggy or it crashes, it's going to be a pain, right? Well, from my experience, Filmora X, it runs quite smooth. It seems to handle high-res footage quite well, so you're not sitting there pulling your hair out waiting for stuff to load. And when you're all done, exporting your video is straightforward. Choose your format, resolution, hit the export button, and you're pretty much good to go. It's got the basics down and even a bit more, making it a solid choice for your birthday video editing needs. So you're looking for a top-notch video editor to make a birthday video, right? Well, let me tell you, DaVinci Resolve is like the Swiss Army knife of video editing software. And it's actually free for the basic version, which honestly packs a serious punch. Now, let's dive in a bit here. When you're making a birthday video, you want it to be special, You want those transitions to be smooth, the colors to pop, and maybe add some cool effects that make your video stand out. And DaVinci Resolve, man, it's got you covered. The interface might seem a tad overwhelming at first glance, because there's a ton of features, but once you get the hang of it, it's a breeze. They've got this thing called the cut page, specifically designed for quick editing, which is perfect if you're on a tight schedule. You're also going to have access to some pretty advanced tools like color correction and audio post-production, which, by the way, are the same tools that professionals use in the film industry. So even if you're just putting together a birthday greeting, you have the power to make it look and sound spectacular. But keep in mind, the learning curve can be a little steep, especially if you're new to this whole editing game. Lastly, let's talk about exporting your final masterpiece. DaVinci Resolve gives you a bunch of different formats and settings to choose from, so you can ensure the video looks good on whatever platform you're sharing it on, be it YouTube, social media, or even playing it back on a big screen at the birthday party. And performance-wise, it's pretty efficient, although heavier projects might take a bit more time to render if you don't have a beefy computer. In summary, if you're ready to invest some time to learn and you want pro-level results without busting your wallet, DaVinci Resolve is like the perfect fit for your birthday video project. Just give it a shot and play around with it. And hey, who knows? You might end up making not just a birthday video, but diving into a new hobby of video editing. All right, let's talk about Power Director. Because if you're searching for a handy piece of software to craft that perfect birthday video, you might just have hit the jackpot with this one. So Power Director is kind of a beast in the realm of video editing software, right? It's packed with features that cater to both beginners and pros, which is pretty neat when you're tackling a project like a birthday video. Now, the interface is, it's slick, it's intuitive, but don't let that fool you, because it's got depth. There's a diverse array of tools at play here. You've got your basic drag and drop functions that make it super easy to piece your footage together. But then there's like all these effects and transitions, and for a birthday video, you want something that feels fun, a little magical, right? Power Director delivers on that front. You can add animated titles, colorful effects, maybe throw in some confetti or balloons to give it that celebratory punch. What's really handy for these sorts of videos is the theme designer.
Yeah.
It lets you choose from preset templates, and then you can just drag your clips and photos into place. It's a time saver, honestly, especially if you're on a tight schedule and want to make something heartfelt without diving too deep into the nitty-gritty of editing. But if you do want to personalize it, and you should, because it's a birthday video, Power Director has got you covered with its detailed editing features. Lastly, when you're all done, the rendering speed, guys, it's impressive. You don't want to be sitting around all day waiting for your masterpiece to export, right? PowerDirector is pretty efficient. So you can get that video out on socials or played at a birthday party and you're good to go. Plus, it supports 4K and 3D. And even though you might not need that for a birthday vid, it's nice to know the capability is there. So yeah, if you're looking for something that balances ease of use with a plethora of features, PowerDirector, it's a solid choice. Hey everyone, James here. So we're just about wrapping up our deep dive into finding the best video editor for those awesome birthday videos you're all looking to create. I hope this review gave you all the info you need to make your choice, whether you're going for ease of use, those fancy special effects, or just looking for something that won't break the bank, right? Now, don't forget all the products I mentioned. I've dropped those sweet links right down there in the description for you. So you don't have to go scavenging around the internet to find them, okay? And hey, if you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and hey, why not ring that little bell? That way, you won't miss out on any future content. And trust me, we've got some really cool stuff coming up. If you've got any questions or if there's something specific you want to know, just pop a comment down below. I love hearing from you guys, and I'll definitely try to get back to each and every one of you. Don't forget to check out some of my other videos too. I've got a bunch that I think you'll really enjoy. Alrighty, that's it from me. Keep creating those memories and those killer birthday videos, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to keep it savvy, folks. See ya.